All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heartland Championship Wrestling. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave with a very special presentation, Dawn of Destiny 2024. Already, the crowd is filling up in the chat room. Bear 805 first through the turnstile. Dwayne Mart's YouTube network. Welcome, my good friend Frank Wayne Scott. Frank Wainscott has got his Dawn of Destiny hoodie on. It's kind of chilly here in the Natty. And Jay Grogan, finally getting a chance to watch live and not on replay. Welcome to you, my friend. It has been a crazy weekend here in Madison. Usually we do this on Friday afternoon or on Saturday afternoon, but we got all the way through till Sunday night, and we are here and we are live. Thank you all for joining us. This is one of the big super cards of the year in the Heartland, Dawn of Destiny. We do this every year to celebrate opening day of the baseball season, and we do this every year from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Welcome to you one and all. In the old days, we would call this a pay-per-view, but as we were driving around yesterday, I am no longer calling these pay-per-views. This is a Heartland YouTube production event. A Heartland YouTube production event, and you can put that together and make your own acronym. The acronym is HYPE. HYPE, a Heartland YouTube production event. And before we get started, also here in the Dave Cave, we have a very special guest. The one and only, my lovely bride, the wonderful, sensational Sharon is here. She did not consent to being on camera, and so we will give her that luxury, but she is here in the Dave Cave as she wanted to check out all of the great action here tonight in the Dave Cave. We have 6 title matches lined up, plus a no disqualification grudge match. And we will be with you here from start to finish, including our main event for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, as the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, defends his title, seconded by Bobby Heenan, against the winner of the 2024 Buckeye Bowl, none other than Mark Henry. So Ric Flair and Mark Henry in tonight's main event. And we are ready to get things rolling with our first title match of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect, although probably not needed for this match. This match is for the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. The Atlantic Heavyweight Championship will lead things off here tonight, and I do apologize that putting this together so fast, I did not get the match card listing into the description of the video, but we will take care of that following the broadcast, as we wanted to get live and get rolling here from the Dave Cave on this wonderful Sunday night. Leading off, the Atlantic Wrestling Federation title on the line, the challenger. Introducing first, out of Benton Harbor, Michigan. He stands at 6'4". He weighs 280 pounds. This is Bobo Brazil. And his opponent is your reigning and defending Atlantic Heavyweight Champion out of Austin, Texas. He stands an even 6 feet tall, weighs 289 pounds. Put your hands together for the one and only American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. All right, so we are ready to roll here as Mark Ferguson has joined us. Welcome, Mark. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's Heartland YouTube production event. As the very popular Dusty Rhodes defending his title against almost equally popular Bobo Brazil. Bobo working his way up the contenders ladder to earn his shot here tonight in the opening contest at Dawn of Destiny. And with that, we are ready to roll. Literally, as the opening initiative roll is won by Bobo Brazil. And Bobo comes out with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Dusty Rhodes, and on a roll of 6, Bobo drops down. Dusty coming back the other way. Another drop down. And finally, on a roll of 11, it is Bobo with a big headbutt to Dusty coming off the ropes, and Dusty is down. Bobo making some noise here to start things off, and he is going to choke Dusty on the ropes now as Dusty staggers to his feet. Bobo trying to keep the pressure on. They go to the test of strength, and that is to Bobo's advantage. He is the stronger of these two men in the match, but Dusty is battling his way up to his feet. And now it is going to be Dusty with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Bobo Brazil, and on a roll of 9, that is the power roll. And again, the power advantage belongs to Bobo. So it is Bobo with a running shoulder tackle that takes Dusty down to the mat. And Bobo with a big hammer punch floors Dusty Rhodes. Bobo's going for the cover. The pin roll here is 2, and on a roll of 6, Dusty is able to kick out, but Bobo has taken the early advantage by virtue of his power. And now Bobo goes back to that choke on the ropes. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish with that, as Dusty gets to his feet, and Bobo tries to get him up and gets him up, over and down, hard across the knee with a backbreaker. Bobo has the advantage in this match, both in power and agility. So Bobo would have to be the favored wrestler in this match. Here is a big drop kick from Bobo that takes Dusty off his feet. Very athletic for a big man is Bobo Brazil. Another flying drop kick from Bobo takes Dusty back down to the canvas. And Bobo follows that up with another big hammer punch, and Dusty is reeling. Wow, the fans here were favoring Dusty, but Bobo has got things rolling here. And another big hammer punch puts Dusty down to the canvas. What's Bobo going to do now? He's got a chance to do some damage, and he's going for the bear hug. Bobo has got Dusty in the bear hug. Submission opportunity here on a roll of 3 or lower, and on a roll of 3, he got him. Wow! Just like that, Bobo Brazil has taken the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship away from Dusty Rhodes with a bear hug, forcing the submission here in just under 5 minutes of action. Congratulations to Bobo Brazil, the winner in tonight's opening contest, and your new Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. All right, we are off to a great start here tonight. 1 match, 1 title change. As Bobo has taken the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship here in our opening contest. It is Dawn of Destiny 2024. This is a Heartland YouTube production event. And as such, all 4 of the Heartland territories will be represented. And both the NWA World Championship and the World Tag Team Championship will be defended this evening. Like taking candy from a baby, says Mark Ferguson, as we congratulate Bobo Brazil for capturing the gold in our opening contest tonight. Our following contest will come to us from Heartland Ladies Wrestling, and it will be for the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. And for those of you who follow the Heartland, you may be aware that these belts just recently changed hands. We have new tag team champions in Heartland Ladies Wrestling, and this will be a rematch for those titles against the former champions. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, the following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. With a 45-minute time limit, disqualification rules will be in effect. This match is for the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, team number 1, your former Heartland Ladies Tag Team Champions. Introducing first out of Sacramento, California. She stands at 5'7", weighs 142 pounds. This is Nicole Savoy. And her tag team partner out of Waterbury, Connecticut. Also standing at 5'7", weighing in at 135 pounds. This is Mercedes Martinez. So Mercedes Martinez, Nicole Savoy, very accomplished tag team. Nicole Savoy, of course, known for her MMA skills. And Mercedes Martinez, a longtime outstanding professional wrestler, former college basketball star, now in the squared circle. And Nicole and Mercedes looking to regain the Heartland Tag Team Ladies Championship that they previously lost to your reigning and defending Heartland Ladies Tag Team Champions. As we say hello to referee James Lawrence III in the chat room, welcome to you, sir. Team number 2, the reigning and defending Heartland Ladies Tag Team Champions. First of all, coming to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, she stands at 5'7", weighs 120 pounds. This is Mandy Leone. And her tag team partner comes to you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. She stands at 5'6", weighs 122 pounds. This is Angelina Love. Angelina Love and Mandy Leone, collectively known as the Allure, set to defend the tag team champions, the tag team titles, against Mercedes Martinez and Nicole Savoy. And as we set things up, it will be Angelina Love starting things for her team against Mercedes Martinez, the two veterans in this match. And boy, Angelina Love in her early 40s and still going strong, as referee James Lawrence III will tell you. He has refereed her matches live and in the ring. So I'm sure referee James Lawrence either has a great relationship with Angelina Love or hates her guts one way or the other. But here we have it. We are ready to roll. And the opening initiative roll is won by Mercedes. As they come together in the center of the ring, it is Mercedes with a running clothesline. But Angelina ducks out of the way of that with the reversal. And it is Angelina coming back with a Mexican arm drag. And Mercedes blocks that. As I mentioned, two veteran performers in the ring, neither of them able to gain the early advantage. They come together once again, and it is Mercedes who is able to execute the arm drag on Angelina, taking her down to the canvas. Angelina unable to get over to make a tag. So Mercedes stays on her with another running clothesline, and this time Angelina goes down. And this time Angelina is able to get over and make the tag to her partner Mandy. Mandy, the youngest competitor in this match, comes into the ring and is going to attempt the air raid neck breaker. This is a choice F maneuver. Choice F maneuver being attempted by Mandy Leone. She will need a roll of 6 or lower to complete that. And on a roll of 6, she got her down. And Mercedes drops to the canvas. And Mandy is in control. Mandy Leone now coming in with a corner double knee strike. But Mercedes got out of the way of that one. Veteran escape there by Mercedes. Mercedes coming back with the reversal and the whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Mandy Leone, and on a roll of 8, it is a big kick by Mercedes that stuns Mandy Leone, and Mandy is staggered. Mercedes now going to tag in her partner Nicole Savoy. We'll see how Nicole can do against Mandy Leone as Nicole comes in and immediately goes to the cross armbar. Nicole with a very strong submission game in this match, but Mandy is going to be able to make the tag over to her partner, Angelina. Very coordinated tag team, the Allure making quick tags in and out. And now it is Angelina with a Mexican arm drag, taking Nicole quickly down to the canvas. And a question from the chat room. Dave, what does your wife think about how entertaining we find your wrestling broadcast? She is given a thumbs up as she is working on her crochet project for the evening with a smile and a thumbs up. Beautiful blonde, coming up on 35 years of marriage in May. So thank you, Frank, thank you for asking. And Angelina coming in now with a flying cross body block, taking Nicole back down to the canvas. But Nicole quickly to her feet. And it is Nicole on the advantage now. Nicole thought about a whip to the turnbuckle, thought better of it, and instead is going to try for the dropkick and misses. That's a quickness move. Angelina with the quickness. And it is Angelina coming back with a spin wheel kick, a choice E maneuver, choice E. She'll need 8 or lower to hit that, and on a roll of 7, she nailed it. She got all of that one, and Nicole Savoy is staggered. Angelina coming back again with another attempt at a spinning wheel kick, and she got her again. And this time Nicole goes down. Down goes Nicole after a pair of spinning wheel kicks from Angelina Love. Angelina in control, shoulder jawbreaker, and down goes Nicole again. Here comes Mandy into the ring. We're going to see some double team action from the champions. And on a roll of 8, it is an awesome double neck breaker delivered by the Allure to put Nicole back down to the canvas. Nicole in some trouble here as Mandy now is in control, and she is going for the astral projection. That is her finisher. That is a +1 finisher. The pin roll here is 3 or lower, and on a roll of 6, Nicole is able to kick out. But she has suffered the first fatigue point of the match as Mandy is back in control, and Mandy goes with a splits slap. A very insulting move, degrading, you might say, as Mandy just slapped Nicole across the face. Nicole not very happy about that. And Nicole comes right back with a rake of the eyes. Wow, it's getting dirty here in a hurry as Nicole rakes the eyes of Mandy Leone, getting a warning from the referee as Nicole tags in her partner Mercedes. Mercedes coming in now, attempting to take advantage of Mandy, who has had her eyes raked, and now it is Nicole with a big spine buster. Good wrestling move there by Mercedes Martinez. Mandy is down. Mercedes staying on her. Mercedes attempting a leg sweep again. That is a quickness move. And Mandy has the quickness advantage. So Mandy on the reversal comes back and dumps Mercedes face first with the unprettier. That is nasty. Mercedes now is down. Mandy with a chance to take control. She is going for the Havana Dreams. That sleeper hold. And Mercedes staggers up to one knee, trying to keep her bearing. And now a rolling neck snap by Mandy Leone. Angelina coming back in. We're going to see another double team by the champions here. And on the roll of 8, it is Mandy holding Mercedes in place, while Angelina delivers a running elbow smash that stuns Mercedes. Angelina now in control on the offense. Whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Mercedes, but on a roll of 2, it is Angelina who tries a running clothesline and misses. Angelina crashes into the turnbuckle. Mercedes on the roll-up is going to go for the cover. The pin roll here would be Snake Eyes, but on a roll of 10, Angelina able to kick out. First mistake of the match made by the champions. Mercedes now in control. What's Mercedes going to do? She is going to go for the Brain Buster. That is a devastating maneuver, dumping Angelina onto her head in the center of the ring. Angelina is slow to get to her feet. Mercedes is on her with a series of repeated forearms. Can Angelina get over and make the tag? On a roll of 4, she does make the tag, getting out of trouble and getting Mandy back into this match to take on Mercedes. So back and forth we go. The Allure now trying to regain control. And Mandy just comes out and pie faces Mercedes. Another sign of disrespect. Things getting a little testy here in this match. And now Mandy is going to go for that air raid neck breaker again. She'll need 6 or lower to hit it. And on a roll of 5, she does hit it. And Mercedes is staggered. Mandy now in control against Mercedes, going for the Koji clutch. A very painful submission maneuver. Stretching out the back of Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes is down. And Mandy is going to go for the Havana Dreams, that sleeper hold again. Mercedes getting back to one knee. Trying to rally here as Mandy stays on her and dumps her again face first with another unprettier. That's double unprettiers on Mercedes. She's going to be very unpretty at the end of this match as Mandy stays on her and goes back to the Koji clutch. She's going to try to force the submission here. The submission roll on Mercedes will be Snake Eyes. Oh, and on a roll of 3, Mercedes just able to get over to the ropes. Very nearly forced to give it up. After that Koji clutch, Mandy is back in control, and Mandy is going to go up for the death jump. Death jump attempt coming up for Mandy Leone, and on a roll of 8, it is a flying clothesline. Delivered by Mandy Leone onto Mercedes. Mercedes back down to the canvas once again, and it is Mercedes who is in trouble. Here comes Angelina. We're going to see a double team, and on a roll of 6, that is a bone-crunching double clothesline delivered by the champions. And Mercedes goes down once again. And it is Angelina who is going to pitch Mercedes out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Our first out of the ring action of the night. as Mercedes and Angelina, both A-rated performers on the arena floor, and on the roll of 7, that is the best wrestler wins roll, and since they're both A's, that decision goes to the wrestler on offense, Angelina Love, and it is Angelina who rams the back of Mercedes into the ring apron, and Mercedes is stunned. Mercedes is in trouble here. Back to action in the ring, as Angelina's got her set up, and it is Angelina now going up for another death jump. Angelina's turn to go to the air on Mercedes, and on a roll of 9, that is the flying clothesline off the top rope, and again Mercedes is nailed by that clothesline and taken down to the canvas. Here comes Mandy back into the ring. The Allure is working that double team game, and on a roll of 7, another bone-crunching double clothesline delivered by the champions. Mandy Leone is in control. Mercedes is down, and Mandy's going for the astral projection. This is her +1 finisher. The pin roll now is 4. And on a roll of 10, Mercedes once again able to kick out. But Mercedes is just getting in all kinds of trouble. She is desperate to get over and make the tag. So far, she has been unable to do so, as Mandy is going for the Leon Salt. That big moonsault off of the top rope and down hard onto Mercedes. Mercedes slowly trying to stagger to her feet. And Mandy stays on her with a corner double knee strike, and Mercedes slumps back down to the canvas. I think Mercedes Martinez has about had enough here, as Mandy keeps the pressure on with another Lion Salt and another slam onto Mercedes. Mercedes this time is going to take it upon herself to roll out of the ring and see if she can't change the tide of this match. But on a roll of 7, that's once again the best wrestler wins roll. And Mandy Leone, also an A-rated performer on the arena floor, wins the brawl. And it is Mandy with an Irish whip into the barricade. So Mercedes has tasted the back of the ring apron. She now tastes the ring barricade. And her situation has not improved, as Mandy is back in the ring and in control. And Mandy now going once again for the astral projection. The +1 finisher. The pin roll now is 5. And on a roll of 10, Mercedes able to kick out. But that is 3 fatigue tokens, and that means it is time for the partner to try and intervene, as Nicole Savoy is going to have to make the effort. And on a roll of 6, she comes into the ring, but is put back out of the ring by the referee. So Nicole Savoy not able to help her partner. Mercedes still in trouble. That does buy enough time for Mandy to she'll be on level 2 offense now instead of level 3, as Mandy comes with a wheelbarrow bulldog and takes Mercedes back down to the canvas. Mandy still in control, as Nicole was unable to turn the tide of the match, and now here is another rolling neck snap, and finally Mercedes able to hit the level 1 reversal, and it is Mercedes coming back with the running clothesline that stuns Mandy, and Mercedes finally able to make the tag. So Nicole's distraction did open the door for Mercedes to ultimately make the tag and bring the fresh Nicole Savoy into the ring against Mandy. Nicole comes in with a drop kick. That's a speed maneuver, and that is to the advantage of Mandy, as Mandy sidesteps the drop kick and comes back at Nicole with a wheelbarrow bulldog, taking her down to the canvas. Mandy back in control on Nicole Savoy. Mandy now with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Nicole Savoy, and on a roll of 7, that is a big kick from Mandy that stuns Nicole. Mandy back in control, and once again another whip to the turnbuckle. Nicole coming off the turnbuckle again, and on a roll of 7, it's another big kick by Mandy. And now it is Nicole who is in trouble. Here comes Angelina into the ring for a double team, and on a roll of 7, it is a running forearm smash delivered by Angelina. Angelina now in control against Nicole, and Angelina coming with a big Samoan drop. Big Samoan drop by Angelina, dumps Nicole onto the canvas. Nicole is down. Angelina with a chance to do some damage here, and she's going for the Koji clutch. And when Angelina puts on that Koji clutch, that's an add 1 move. So add another point of fatigue for Nicole. Things are getting worse and worse for the challengers here. Angelina still in control, going with the code breaker. And now it is Nicole who is going to take that code breaker and roll out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Things on the floor have not gone well for the challengers. And this time on a roll of 10 once again. Let's see, A10 is the foreign object roll. It's Angelina coming out for the foreign object. And she is going to use the knitting needles. The knitting needles come into play as a big smile comes onto the face of Sharon, who is busy with her knitting needles right now. Somebody in the audience handed Angelina Love a knitting needle, and she just jabbed Nicole with it. Will she be disqualified for that? No, she got away with it. And Angelina now is in the ring and in control. And Angelina is going for another big shoulder jawbreaker. And Nicole is down once again. Boy, these challengers have taken all kinds of punishment here tonight. Mandy Leone coming into the ring now for the double team. And on a roll of 6, that is a bone-crunching double clothesline delivered to Nicole. Mandy back in control with another Leon Salt. And another hit on Nicole Savoy. Nicole is hurt. And another rolling neck snap delivered by Mandy Leone. Mandy on the offense here. Coming back with another unprettier. And now Nicole gets dumped head first, unceremoniously onto the canvas. She goes down and stays down. What's Mandy going to do? Will she be able to hit a finisher here? She goes up for another Leon Salt. Not going to happen as Nicole rolls out of the ring once again and down to the arena floor. And on a roll of 8, this time Mandy's just going to wait in the ring and put the taunts on Nicole, waiting for Nicole to come back into the ring and fight like a girl. Mandy is waiting, and she is going to take things out of the ring once again. Will we see shenanigans here? No, we will not. But we're out of the ring again, and this time it is Nicole who takes a big running knee smash from Mandy on the arena floor. Mandy wins another brawl on the arena floor, and this time Mandy drop kicks Nicole up and over the security railing and into the crowd. My goodness, the champions are dominating this match as Mandy is in control. Nicole staggering back into the ring. Here comes Angelina for a double team. But on a roll of 11, that is going to be a botch. As Mandy was holding Nicole Savoy, Nicole ducks out of the way, and it is Angelina hitting Mandy with a clothesline. And that's going to give Nicole Savoy an opportunity here to take the offensive. Up, over, and down to the canvas with a butterfly suplex. Nicole going for the cover. The pin roll here is 3, and on a roll of 8, Mandy easily kicks out of that. But Nicole now is in control, and we'll see if she can do some damage on Mandy Leone. Nicole now going out of the ring yet again to the arena floor. And this time on a roll of 4, it is Mandy Leone who grabs the leg of Nicole Savoy, pulls her out of the ring, and slams Nicole onto the announcer's table. Wow. No solace whatsoever on the arena floor as Mandy Leone is back in control and back in the ring for the Havana Dreams. Nicole almost having to give it up here, but fighting to stay alert as Mandy follows that up with another unprettier, dumping Nicole back face first onto the canvas. Angelina now coming into the ring to do some damage, and it is Angelina with the lights out move on Nicole Savoy. It takes Nicole back down to the canvas. Angelina follows that up with another big Samoan drop, and once again Nicole goes down. Boy, the champions are dominating this match. They just haven't been able to put away the challengers. And now Angelina with a shoulder jawbreaker puts Nicole back down onto the canvas. She's going for the cover. The pin roll here is 4, and on a roll of 11, Nicole is able to kick out. But Angelina is in charge. And now Angelina going up for the death jump. Off the top rope comes Angelina Love, and on a roll of 7, it is a flying clothesline delivered by Angelina that takes Nicole back down to the canvas. And Angelina now going to follow that up with another lights out, and Nicole is down and stays down. Here comes Mandy into the ring. It's double team time, and on a roll of 4, it is a devastating double team move that costs Nicole another point of fatigue. Things going from bad to worse for Nicole Savoy now, and now the Havana Dreams applied, and Nicole struggling to get back up to one knee. Mandy staying on the offensive with a corner double knee strike, but Nicole got out of the way of that one, and Mandy hits into the corner hard. Nicole with a chance to perform some leg kicks here. Can Mandy make the tag? Yes, she can. Nicole also makes the tag to Mercedes. And now, once again, Mercedes and Angelina are coming into the ring together, and it is Mercedes with an arm drag blocked by Angelina. Angelina reverses that into a Mexican arm drag that takes Mercedes down to the canvas. Both ladies back up to their feet. Angelina again coming with a flying cross body that takes Mercedes back down to the canvas. Angelina back in control with a code breaker, and that puts Mercedes down. Mercedes is down. Angelina in control, and Angelina again goes back to the Koji clutch. That is an add 1. So Mercedes takes another point of fatigue as she tries to struggle free, but Nicole stays on her and is going to go back to the spinning wheel kick. The spinning wheel kick, which she can hit on a roll of 8 or lower. She missed that. Mercedes dodges the spinning wheel kick, and Mercedes comes back with a gut buster across the knee, and down goes Angelina. Mercedes now in control, whip to the turnbuckle, thought better of that, and instead is going to go with a shot to the face. Shot to the face by Mercedes Martinez. This is a choice C maneuver, so she'll need a roll of 7 or lower to hit that. And on the roll of 8, Angelina is able to block the shot to the face, and Angelina comes back with another Samoan drop and just dumps Mercedes back down onto the canvas. There has just been no opportunity for the challengers to get any momentum going whatsoever. And here is Angelina now with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Mercedes, and on a roll of 8, Angelina catches her with a big kick that stuns Mercedes. Angelina goes for a whip to the turnbuckle of her own. Mercedes coming off the turnbuckle again, and this time it is another big kick by Angelina. Mercedes once again stunned. Here comes a double team with Mandy coming into the ring, and on a roll of 9, it is a deadly elbow smash delivered by Mandy off of the double team. Followed up with a rolling neck snap. But Mercedes able to avoid that rolling neck snap. She ducked out of the way of that. Mercedes with a chance to do some damage here. Mercedes gets up, and it's a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Mandy Leon, and on a roll of 9, that is the power rating, and that belongs to Mercedes as Mercedes drops Mandy Leon with a shoulder block. Mercedes staying in charge now, whip to the turnbuckle. Mandy comes off the turnbuckle, and on a roll of 7, Mercedes catches her with a big kick. And Mandy is still in trouble here. And now Mercedes has got her in the corner for those brutal chops. Those brutal chops of Mercedes Martinez. She could make your liver quiver with those. And that is going to cost Mandy a point of fatigue. Here comes Nicole into the ring for a double team. And on a roll of 10, that is a botch double team, as Mercedes is trying to hold Mandy, but Mandy ducks out of the way. Collision between Mercedes and Nicole, and it is Mandy back on the offense, and Mandy with another unprettier. She's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 6. That's a mandatory pin save. The roll of 8 is no good on the pin save. Mercedes will be pinned on a roll of 6 or lower, and on a roll of 10, Mercedes just able to kick out. But the challengers have used all of their pin save attempts now. Mandy is in control, and she is going for the astral projection. That is the finish. The pin roll here is 8 or lower, and on a roll of snake eyes, she got her. A dominant win for the Allure. Very little doubt whatsoever in that match. Give credit to the challengers. They kept the fight going, but it is Mandy Leon with the astral projection getting the pinfall victory over Mercedes Martinez. Congratulations to the Allure, Angelina Love and Mandy Leon, who have successfully retained the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship here in Cincinnati. Wow, that was a quite a long match. So thank you all for sticking around. Still got 6 folks here on the channel. And while we were during that match, we had a couple of questions. Frank Wayne Scott with an update. Grand Canyon U up by 3 over Alabama with 5 and some change. So please give us an update on that. And it looks like now Alabama hung on for the win. So good for the Crimson Tide. Congratulations to the Crimson Tide for moving into the Sweet 16. We do have somewhat of a local connection to the Crimson Tide. At least we used to. Young man from here in Middleton, high school classmate of my son by the name of Derek Rongstad. Last year he was a graduate assistant at the University of Alabama. This year he has moved on to a full assistant's position at Arkansas State University. But many of those young men on the winning Alabama squad were coached previously by our good friend Derek Rongstad. So, yeah, we do have a little place for Arizona in our hearts. And thank you for the update, Frank, as Alabama hangs on. Another question here from Frank Wainscott. Dave, did you order the Velvet Sky card to reunite the beautiful people? Yes, I did. And I have some plans for that. Velvet Sky's role right now is as the host of the TV broadcast for Heartland Ladies Wrestling. But now that she has a card, we've had a number of requests from the fans of the Heartland for Velvet to return to the ring. And there is a plan for that, probably later this summer. We will see that take place. All right, so that is it is time now for our next match. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. This match will not take nearly as long as the tag team match did, because these two fellows in this next match are just going to beat the stuffings out of each other, and this will be bloody, but I do not anticipate that it will take long. It'll probably take me longer to find the appropriate chart than it will to get to the to get through the match itself. In fact, I don't think we have a chart for this match. It's just something I made up on my own. Table match, stretcher match. Yada, 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 yada. Well, let's give some history. This is a grudge match that is part of a ongoing battle. Yeah, we do not have a we use the brass knuckles match rules for this. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall to a finish. No time limit, no disqualification, and this will be a weapons match. Introducing first, standing at 6'10", weighing 364 pounds, out of Los Angeles, California. He is seconded by Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. This is Big John Studd. And his opponent comes to you from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing 232 pounds, standing at 6'2". This is Rowdy Roddy Piper. And of course, these two factions have been at war ever since the Buckeye Bowl. If you think back to the Buckeye Bowl on January 1st, it was Big John Studd and Mark Henry who had a momentary alliance until Mark Henry decided to go his own way and pitch Big John Studd out of the match. Studd and Henry have been feuding ever since. Studd got his faction of the Heenan family involved, so Henry recruited Rowdy Roddy Piper and Big Van Vader to his side. So we may see Vader at ringside. We may see Kurt Hennig at ringside. We will not probably see Mark Henry or Ric Flair from their respective factions, since they're scheduled to go at it in tonight's main event. But before we get started, of course, not only does Piper and his men fight together, they are also musicians together. As we know, Rowdy Roddy Piper loves to play the bagpipes, and Mark Henry loves to play the accordion, and Big Van Vader is the singer. And since we're here at Dawn of Destiny, it is going to be the new band we call Bagpipes and Body Slams, performing for your listening pleasure. We built this city on rock and roll. And what better song to rock out to with a set of bagpipes and an accordion than We Built This City on Rock and Roll. So congratulations to Roddy and his band. And now as the music is finished, these two are going to hit the ring for a weapons match. Hope you all enjoyed the show as Pops Reviews joins us. Hello, sir. Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well with everyone. All is well indeed. Hasim, our good buddy, always glad to have you here in the Dave Cave. All right, grudge match dice for this match. And we'll use the brass knuckles rules in this match. Both wrestlers have access to weapons. The goal is to knock the opponent down for a 10 count. So there will be no pinfalls. There will be no submissions. The first one to get to a 10 count will be the loser of this match. All level 3 punch moves become add 1. A wrestler loses when his pin rating gets up to 10. Assume he loses via knockout. So here we go. It is Big John Studd with the advantage to open the match. And he is just going to shove Rowdy Roddy Piper across the ring. And Rowdy Roddy Piper just laughs at him. And Piper comes back at him with a poke to the eyes. What more would you expect from Rowdy Roddy Piper? This match will not be for the faint of heart. And in fact, Sensational Sharon has made her way out of the Dave Cave. She can't bear to watch the weapons match between Rowdy Roddy Piper and Big John Studd, as Rowdy Roddy Piper stuns Big John Studd with a knee lift. And after the knee lift, a bite to the forehead. He's just biting the forehead of Big John Studd. And Piper with another knee lift, and Big John Studd is going out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And on the arena floor, it is Rowdy Roddy Piper winning the brawl on the arena floor with a throat drop onto the security railing. And that is going to give Rowdy Roddy Piper the opportunity to go to work with a foreign object, and he just hit Big John Studd with a ball bat. So Rowdy Roddy Piper has a ball bat. That's how this whole feud started off. And Big John Studd takes the first point of damage in this match after being hit with a ball bat. Piper still got that ball bat on him, and now Piper's going to try and put him to sleep. Piper is going to try and put him to sleep. On a roll of 7, he is not going to put him to sleep, but that's going to cost Big John Studd another point of fatigue. Piper now in control, and Piper now with a big back suplex that takes Big John Studd down to the canvas yet again. And Piper now thought about a whip to the turnbuckle, and instead he is going to go with a head slam to the mat. That's a power move. Big John Studd with a power advantage comes back, and it is Big John Studd who's going to catch a bear hug and just try to choke the life out of Rowdy Roddy Piper. That's going to cost him a point of fatigue. Studd coming back now with a big elbow drop onto Rowdy Roddy Piper. And Piper has no reversal for that. So Studd now back in control, and Studd with a big clothesline, and down goes Rowdy Roddy Piper. That's going to give Studd the shot with the foreign object, and he is going to use those knitting needles again. Somebody left a knitting needle out, and Big John Studd is just trying to gouge the eyes of Rowdy Roddy Piper out with those knitting needles. And now a big body slam from Big John Studd. But on a roll of 5, that is a mechanic on Piper's card that allows him a reversal and the use of a foreign object. Oops, that's the wrong pile, and it is Piper who now picks up the video monitor from the desk and hits Big John Studd with the video monitor. And Big John Studd now is in some trouble. I'm sorry, I put that on the wrong wrestler. That should be on Big John Studd. Now we've got it right. And now a figure 4 leg lock applied by Rowdy Roddy Piper. And Big John Studd stays down. And Piper with the advantage again, and another foreign object shot. This time it is Piper with a cable, and he is going to try and choke Big John Stud out with a cable. Will he be able to choke him out? No. But Stud takes another point of fatigue from that. He is up to 4 plus 3 equals 7. And Big John Stud at a distinct disadvantage here. It's time for Bobby the Brain Heenan to get involved, as we have reached the roll of 7. What does Bobby the Brain Heenan have to say about this? I know his card is in our stack here someplace. Here's Bobby the Brain Heenan coming to the defense of his man Big John Stud. And on a roll of 8, Heenan trips up the opponent, allowing his wrestler to attack from behind. Heenan's wrestler rolls on level 2 offense. So Heenan able to give his man the advantage by tripping up Rowdy Roddy Piper, as Piper had the cable wrapped around the neck of Big John Stud. And now it is Big John Stud with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Piper, and on a roll of 7, it is a big kick from Big John Stud. Followed up by a big clothesline that sends Rowdy Roddy Piper staggering. Piper does not leave his feet, as Stud follows him up with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Roddy Piper, and on a roll of 9, it is another big power move. That is a running back elbow by Big John Stud that takes Piper back down to the mat. Stud with a big shoulder block, keeping Piper down, and now another big clothesline, and Piper is down, and Stud is going to take another foreign object shot at him, and he's got a beer bottle in the hands of Big John Stud from the audience, and that is going to cost Rowdy Roddy Piper another point of fatigue. Stud now in control, and Stud going for a big elbow drop. And that is, he hit the pin roll on that one, so another point of fatigue on Rowdy Roddy Piper. Piper now busted open, as Big John Stud stays on him now with a rear chin lock. As Piper tried to get out of the ring, Stud grabbed him, pulled him into that chin lock, and now Stud is going to try and take him back down with a shoulder block. Piper springs back up to his feet. They come together in the center of the ring, and Stud fires a big chop, and Rowdy Roddy Piper once again laughs in his face, and it is Rowdy Roddy Piper with a bulldog that takes Stud down, and Stud leaves the ring. Stud goes out of the ring and down to the arena floor, and on a roll of 5, it is Big John Stud who is going to win that confrontation, and it is Big John Stud who rams the back of Rowdy Roddy Piper into the ring apron. Stud now back in control. Stud coming back with a double arm suplex, a choice H maneuver. Choice H. He'll either need 6 or lower or a death jump roll. He'll go for the death jump roll. And on a roll of 8, Big John Stud successfully suplexes Rowdy Roddy Piper down to the mat. And now goes back to that rear chin lock as Piper's attempting to crawl away. Stud comes at him with a bear hug. Can Piper find the reversal again? Yes, he does. Piper again hits that reversal. Another foreign object for Piper, this time a steel chain. Piper gets a steel chain from out from under the ring, and again starts whipping Big John Stud with the steel chain. And Stud is in a bad way here. Figure 4 leg lock applied by Rowdy around the ring post on the arena floor. Big John Stud is screaming out in pain. Piper stays on him and bites him in the forehead. Another big bite to the forehead, and now Big John Stud is busted open as Piper continues to bite the forehead. Piper in control here with another big bulldog, and Stud goes down. And now Piper goes to another foreign object shot. This is a trash can. Piper has just hit Big John Stud with a trash can. Big John Stud is nearly out on his feet. Piper in control, and Piper goes for the final shot. He grabs the hammer from the timekeeper and slams Big John Stud right between the eyes. Stud is down, and he is out. So Rowdy Roddy Piper is your winner in this weapons match. He used everything, including a trash can, and finished him off with the hammer from the ring bell. Catching Stud right between the eyes as Bobby the Brain Heenan is beside himself. Rowdy Roddy Piper celebrating with Big Van Vader by his side. as Big John Studd is down and he is out. All right, so congratulations to Rowdy Roddy Piper after a chaotic weapons match, which went right to the advantage of Piper. One of the dirtiest players in his game, and he will stop at nothing. I've got my foreign object and my out of the ring cards mixed up here. That's part of the problem. I think I must have shuffled them together at some point. Okay, now we have our poop in a group, and we can continue. Yeah, yes, my wife went out for a UDF Sunday here in Cincinnati. If it was me, I'd be going for either Grater's ice cream or perhaps my favorite Cincinnati dish of all, Skyline chili. I will be headed to Cincinnati second week in April. We're going to catch a Reds game and a home free concert over in Columbus with a good buddy of mine. Looking forward to that journey next month. So once again, congratulations to Rowdy Roddy Piper. He is your winner. And Big John Studd is nothing but a mess after that match. All right. Now, fans, we have got more action to come. And this next match may be every bit as controversial as what we saw in the prior match. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. With a 45-minute time limit. And this match is for the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. And of course, Pro Wrestling Mid-America, as you know, has been the center of attention of a major feud between a faction known as Whatever We Want and the Pro Wrestling Mid-America branch of the faction known as Justice for All. Little dissension in the ranks for Justice for All at the end of our last show, which may or may not come into play here tonight. But when we last saw Justice for All, it was Nikita Koloff who had taken it upon himself as the leader of Justice for All to come to the defense of one Shawn Michaels, as Shawn Michaels was taking a beating from Jackie Fargo and Terry Funk. This did not sit well with fellow Justice for All member Bret Hart, and so there was some short-tempered exchanges at the end of our last PWMA show, as Bret Hart was supposed to watch the back of Nikita Koloff and Shawn Michaels and failed to do so. And that cost the J for A team the victory, and it cost Nikita Koloff a beating at the hands of Funk and Fargo. But the mood may be different here tonight, as this match is for the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Marieville, Quebec, Canada. Representing Justice for All, he stands at 5'11" and weighs in at 255 pounds. He is wrestling's worst nightmare. This is Kevin Steen. And his opponent, your reigning and defending Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Champion. He's accompanied to the ring by Jimmy Hart. He stands at 6'7". He weighs 273 pounds. From Sweetwater, Texas, this is Barry Windham. So Barry Windham is your champion. Kevin Steen is your challenger. There's pride at stake. There is a title at stake, but there is also a deep-seated rivalry in play here between these two men and their respective factions. Championship dice are in effect for this match. This is a high-stakes match indeed. As Carl Zilla joins us in the chat room. Welcome, Carl, the most creative man in the Phil Singer Games universe. The opening initiative roll is won by Barry Windham as they come together in the center of the ring. And it is Windham who is right off the jump going to try an inverted atomic drop. This is a choice F maneuver. He will need 7 or lower to hit that. And on a roll of 4, he got him down. But Steen gets right back up to his feet, and they come together again in the center of the ring. And this time it is Steen who comes at Barry Windham. Oh, with a looping punch that caught Barry Windham right upside the head and stunned him. Good looking punch there by Steen, and Steen follows that up with a fisherman buster onto the knee. Quickly going for the cover. The pin roll here, Snake Eyes. But on a roll of 6, Barry Windham kicks out. Kevin Steen taking control early in this one with a big punch, and now a power bomb onto the ring apron. Referee James Lawrence III, if you're still here, help remind me. The ring apron is indeed the hardest part of the ring. And that is an add 1 maneuver. Steen's also got the pin roll here, so he's going to go for the cover on a roll of 4 or lower. And on a roll of 7, Windham kicks out, but he's already in trouble. And Jimmy Hart is already concerned. 3 tokens of fatigue. That's when Jimmy Hart is going to take action. And on a roll of 5, Hart distracts the referee and the opponent, while Hart's wrestler grabs the megaphone and attacks the opponent. Roll disqualification 6. And on a roll of 9, he got away with it and smashes Kevin Steen with the megaphone. Kevin Steen is now taking a point of fatigue. And it is Barry Windham rolling on level 3 offense. And he now is going to hit the figure 4 leg lock. And Steen with that is going to go out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And with that interference, we will now have Nikita Koloff coming to ringside on behalf of Justice for All. So Nikita is here at ringside to keep an eye on Jimmy Hart. As action has spilled out of the ring. And on a roll of 7, that is the best man wins roll. And Steen has an A. Believe it or not, Windham has a B on the arena floor. So it is Steen who wins the brawl on the arena floor and drops Barry Windham stomach first across the ring railing. So Windham now is hurt. Steen is in control. Steen, what's he going to do? And he's going to keep things out of the ring. The brawl will escalate on the arena floor. We'll not see any shenanigans yet. And on a roll of 7, that is yet another brawl with Windham on the arena floor and another win for Steen by slamming the head of Barry Windham once again into that ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. Steen is in control here. And that is going to bring another member of the Whatever We Want faction down to ringside. It is going to be Stan Hansen coming to ringside to try and neutralize the presence and do some damage here and prevent Windham from losing the title if he can. But Steen is in control, and now he goes for the sleeper hold suplex and just dumps Windham onto the canvas. Steen now in control. Steen with a sharpshooter. Oh, wow. Steen with a sharpshooter trying to force Windham to tap out. Windham will not tap, but he is in trouble. He is desperately crawling his way over to the bottom rope where he gets there. But Steen is in control now, and it is Steen again going to take things out of the ring. Still no shenanigans as of yet. Windham is out on the arena floor, and on a roll of 7, Steen again wins the brawl on the arena floor, and Steen just super kicked Barry Windham over the security railing. Wow, Steen is on fire here tonight. Jimmy Hart, Stan Hansen trying to get Barry Windham going and get him back into this match, or else he's going to lose the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight title. Steen is in control, and Steen now with another super sleeper hold suplex. And Windham is down. Windham is hurting here. Steen is in control, and now it is a high-angle senton bomb delivered by Kevin Steen that puts Windham back down onto the canvas. Steen staying in control. Thought about a whip to the ropes, thought better of it. Instead, he's going to roll up and hit a hard elbow smash that stuns Barry Windham. And Windham now is going to fire back. And Windham with a big suplex takes Steen up over and down to the canvas. Nice reversal there by Windham. He's going to go for the cover of the pin roll here, Snake Eyes. But on a roll of 11, Steen able to kick out. But Windham now in control with a chance to do some damage. And Windham is going to go for the Sweetwater Superplex. That is a 0 finisher. The pin roll here is 3. And on a roll of 8, it is Kevin Steen who is able to kick out. Steen now with 3 points of fatigue, as Windham is rallying, trying to save his title. And now it is the figure 4 leg lock applied by Windham. And Steen is going out of the ring yet again. Steen now on the arena floor, but he's on the defensive. But on a roll of 6, it is Steen who wins the brawl on the arena floor. He's got that A rating, and he is able to DDT Barry Windham onto the concrete. Will we see a disqualification for that on a roll of 5 or lower? No, we will not. The match continues with Steen back in control. And Steen now is going to go for that high angle senton bomb again. He goes for the cover. The pin roll here is 5 or lower. And on a roll of 9, Windham able to kick out. Windham hanging on for dear life to his title as Steen is coming for him. And now Steen with the F-Sank, the F5 maneuver. Of course, F5 translated into French becomes F-Sank. That is a +2 finisher. The pin roll now is 8 or lower. Jimmy Hart's going to have to try for the distractor rating of 7. Or should we have Hansen? We're going to have Hansen go for the gang attack roll. Hansen is going to interfere now. The pin roll is 8. Hansen's in the ring to interfere. And on a roll of 7, it is an attempted distraction. The opponent leaves the ring and is attacked by one of your allies. Roll disqualification 7. He is out of here. So Kevin Steen pulled out of the ring by Stan Hansen and punched upside the head. Windham's title has been saved, but he has been disqualified, and there will be a rematch between these two. So Windham is your winner by disqualification. Just as he was about to lose his title, Stan Hansen intervenes. Steen is your winner by DQ. And now we've got shenanigans on the arena floor as it is Stan Hansen and Barry Windham battling it out with Kevin Steen and Nikita Koloff. And let's see what is going to happen here. The secret off-camera roll to see what's going to happen next. And it is going to be both sides running in. It is going to be run-ins for everybody. Here comes Jerry Lynn. Here comes Ole Anderson. Here comes Jackie Fargo. Here comes Shawn Michaels, and it is Michaels duking it out with Jackie Fargo. These two have been the principals in the battle. Still no Bret Hart, but we're going to, and actually, yeah, here comes Bret Hart. And so it is going to be all 8 men from these factions duking it out all the way back up the ring ramp and out of the arena. So massive brawl. And it looks like, at least for tonight, that Michaels and Hart really didn't have each other's back, but they both duked it out. Michaels wanted a piece of Jackie Fargo, and that is the main brawl in this brawl. Bret Hart and Ole Anderson engaged, Jerry Lynn and Stan Hansen, Nikita Koloff directing traffic as Michaels and Fargo brawl their way back to the back room. And we will see this feud continue with Shawn Michaels and Jackie Fargo. And we'll see a rematch between Kevin Steen and Barry Windham, most likely in a steel cage where no outside interference will be possible. All right, so that was a crazy outcome to that match. Congratulations to Kevin Steen, who wins that match by disqualification. He does not win the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship, but he does earn himself a rematch against Barry Windham with the title on the line once again, and that rematch will take place in the steel cage. All right, crazy finish to that match. Thanks everybody for hanging out. D. Scott Howard, welcome to the chat room. Good to see you, my friend. As we move on to our next contest, the following contest is for the Patriot Heavyweight Championship, and this is best 2 out of 3 falls. Introducing first the challenger from Kansas City, Missouri. He stands at 6'1". He weighs 268 pounds. This is Harley Race. And his opponent comes to you from Camden, New Jersey. He is your reigning and defending Patriot Heavyweight champion. Standing at 6'1", weighing 227 pounds, this is Buddy Rogers. Buddy Rogers and Harley Race have been rivals for some time. Harley Race was in line for a title match for the Patriot Heavyweight Championship last year, which was held by Bob Backlund. But Buddy Rogers managed to politic his way into the title scene, and it was Buddy Rogers who came out victorious in a triple threat match involving Harley Race and Kurt Angle, and it was Rogers who went on to take the Patriot title from Backlund, and Harley Race was not happy about that at all. He has been on the warpath for Buddy Rogers. They have traded this title back and forth a couple of times, and tonight they're here to settle it once and for all. Best 2 out of 3 falls. And should we make this no disqualification? This will be no disqualification. And here we have Salvador America just in time for a spectacular match as Harley Race takes the advantage here with a headlock. Headlock applied by Harley Race. Race follows that up with an attempt at an elbow drop. That's an agility move. The agility in this match will favor Buddy Rogers. He gets out of the way of the elbow drop, and it is Buddy who comes back with a jumping knee smash. Wow. Nailed that one, and Harley Race is staggered. Buddy with another jumping knee smash, and Race again staggered and leaning up against the ropes, as now Buddy Rogers comes at him with his flying drop kick. Rogers going for the quick cover, the pin roll here, Snake Eyes, but on a roll of 7, Harley Race able to kick out. JT 2.0 is here, the best JT of all time. It's good to see you here, man. We had the knitting needles in play earlier tonight. Was thinking about you. Buddy Rogers now is not going to let Harley Race escape the ring. He's going to roll up and instead hit another drop kick on Harley Race. Rogers has the agility moves going here, and now it is Rogers with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Harley Race, and Rogers catches him with a big kick. Rogers follows that up with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Harley Race, and this time on a roll of 5, it is Buddy Rogers who sets his head too soon, and Harley Race just DDTs him onto the canvas. Good reversal there by Harley Race. Race now in control. Race with a big backbreaker puts Rogers down to the canvas. Follows that up with a back suplex, and Buddy Rogers rolls out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Buddy Rogers, a B-rated performer on the arena floor. Harley Race, of course, has the A. And on a count of 7, it's going to be Race just waiting it out in the ring for Rogers to return. And Race is ready for him, and Race goes right to the pile driver. That's a +2 finisher. The pin roll here will be a 3. And on a roll of 6, Rogers able to kick out from the pile driver. But Harley Race now in control, and Race is going to come up for a, let's see, will he do a death jump? Yes, he will. Harley Race loves the death jump. And he has a special mechanic here. On rolls of 2 to 9, go to the death jump chart. On rolls of 10 to 12, Harley hits the diving headbutt. He's going to go to the standard death jump chart here. And on a roll of 2, that is the ref bump. Ref bump early on in this match. Ref is down for 9 moves. And shenanigans will follow. If I can find the number 9 on the die here, the referee is down. Where's James Lawrence III when you need him? And it is Buddy Rogers who takes the advantage. And he immediately goes to the figure 4 grapevine. That is going to cost Harley a point of fatigue, but there will be no submission here as the referee is down. Rogers is going to follow that up with a death jump of his own. But on a roll of 4, that is Harley grabbing Buddy Rogers off of the top turnbuckle and throwing him down to the mat. Harley now in control. And Harley hits the pile driver. Another big finisher there. Both men hitting their finishers while the referee is out of commission. Harley now in control, and Harley hits the pile driver again. 2 pile drivers by Harley Race. Referee still down and out of it. Harley now with a backbreaker down across the knee. Rogers remains down as Harley wants to do all the damage he can. Here's a big vertical suplex, another finisher from Harley Race. Taking another point of fatigue against Buddy Rogers. These two guys are going to tear each other apart, and there's going to be nothing left of them for the second and third falls. As Race is in control, and Race now going up for the death jump. He will not hit the diving headbutt this time, but on a roll of 3, it is Rogers who dodges the death jump. Harley hits hard. That's a point of fatigue on Harley. As the referee is still down for another 2 moves, Buddy Rogers now in control, and he goes for an atomic drop. And the referee finally now starting to get to his feet. As Rogers hits another drop kick, the referee is back on his feet, but both these men took all kinds of damage during that referee outage. Rogers still in control with a pile driver, and Harley Race goes down to the floor and leaves the ring. Down to the arena floor we go, and on a roll of 5, that is the double disqualification roll. There are no disqualifications in this match, so instead Harley Race will get the even on the odd even, but on a roll of 3, it is Buddy Rogers who wins the brawl on the arena floor and slams the head of Harley Race into the ring post. Harley taking some damage there as Buddy goes for an elbow drop. Buddy follows that up with another big drop kick, and Harley Race has been staggered. Buddy with another drop kick. Harley Race will not go down. Buddy this time with a jumping knee smash, and Harley goes down and leaves the ring. And this time on a roll of 9, it is Buddy again winning the brawl on the arena floor and dropping Harley Race stomach first across the steel security railing. Rogers remaining in control and now going for an elbow drop. But Harley Race rolls out of the way of the elbow drop. Harley Race takes over on the offense and goes with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Buddy Rogers, and on a roll of 7, that is a reversal. Rogers sending Harley into the turnbuckle, and on a roll of 4, it is Harley who comes off the turnbuckle and nails Buddy Rogers with a skull-splitting running lariat. And Rogers goes down. Rogers is down, Harley is in control, and Harley is going up for the death jump. Can he hit the diving headbutt? No, he cannot. Instead, we go to the standard death jump chart, and on a roll of 6, it is Harley who nails a flying elbow smash off the top rope. Caught him right between the eyes. Buddy goes down, and Harley now goes for the backbreaker. Taking Rogers down again, Harley in control with a big headbutt. Rogers finally getting to his feet, and following up, tries a running tackle. That's a power move. Harley with the power advantage shrugs that off and puts Rogers down with the Indian Deathlock. Rogers is down. The Indian Deathlock, a submission hold. The submission roll 5 or lower. And on a roll of 7, Rogers able to survive. But that costs him another point of fatigue as Harley is back in control. And Harley now going up yet again for that big death jump. And this time he will again not hit the diving headbutt. But on a roll of 10, that is the agility roll, and the agility advantage belongs to Buddy Rogers. So it is Buddy who is able to knock Harley Race off the top turnbuckle and down to the canvas. Buddy now in control, and Buddy with a big elbow drop stuns Harley Race. Buddy might have could have done more with that opportunity. Comes back with a drop kick, and Harley Race again leaves the ring. And on a roll of 5, that is back to the double DQ roll. This time Harley with the even roll. And on a roll of 3, it is Buddy Rogers again who wins the battle on the arena floor with a drop kick over the security railing. Buddy Rogers now in control, goes back to that elbow drop. Harley Race got out of the way of that one, and Harley hits him with a headbutt and stuns Buddy Rogers. Rogers now stunned. Harley coming back with a forearm slug on a roll of 7 or lower. He nails him with that forearm slug. Rogers fires right back with an attempt at a running shoulder tackle. Again, that's not going to happen as Harley Race has the power advantage. Harley comes back with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Buddy Rogers. And again, he hits the running clothesline. He goes for the cover. The pin roll here is 5, and on a roll of 5, he got him. So Rogers takes the first fall with a running clothesline off the turnbuckle. So we take a brief rest period. Each man subtracts 1 token of fatigue. Actually, we add 1 to Harley for the pin, so he'll remain at 3. Buddy comes down to 4. And we now head to the second fall. And on the second fall, it will be Buddy Rogers who gets the opening initiative roll and comes at him with a forearm uppercut. Again, that's a power move, and Race still has the power advantage, and Race just nails Buddy Rogers with a knee to the gut. Rogers is staggered. Harley follows that up with a forearm slug. He hits the forearm slug, and Buddy is still staggered. Harley follows that up with the Indian Deathlock. He's got him down, and it is Buddy Rogers now who's going to take a powder and leave the ring. And on a roll of 5, that is a clean win for Buddy Rogers on the arena floor with a backdrop onto the announcer's table. Buddy Rogers gets the clean win on the brawl on the arena floor. And as they come back into the ring, he attempts a pin using the ropes. Referee not even going to count that one as Harley kicks out. And now a big pile driver. Didn't get all of it, but Race is still down. And as he gets to his feet, Buddy Rogers with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Harley Race, and on a roll of 7, that is a drop down. Race comes back the other way for another drop down. Race comes off the other, yet another drop down. Buddy Rogers playing some games here. That's 4 7s in a row. And finally, on a roll of 6, it is Harley Race with a running shoulder tackle that takes Buddy Rogers down to the canvas. Race follows that up with another forearm slug, another big slug across the side of the jaw. Rogers, stunned by that, comes back and just slaps Harley. Oh, my goodness. It's getting testy between these men now. Rogers with a slap now grabs Harley into the headlock. Rogers working that headlock. Race is going to power out of the headlock, and it is Race who dumps Buddy Rogers with a single leg takedown back into the Indian Deathlock. Harley doing everything he can to try and slow this match down, maintaining that Indian Deathlock. Rogers now going to leave the ring, and this time Harley Race is just going to wait him out and wait for the 10 count. Rogers rolling back into the ring, and Harley now is going to take it out of the ring again, and this time it is Harley winning the brawl on the arena floor and hurling Buddy Rogers into the crowd. Boy, the emotions are starting to run high between these two rivals. Rogers makes it back to the ring, and Harley Race is going to go for a shoulder breaker, a choice F maneuver, choice F. He'll need 6 or lower to hit this. And on a roll of 8, Buddy Rogers is able to escape from the shoulder breaker, and Rogers with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Harley Race, and on a roll of 9, it is a running back elbow from Buddy Rogers that stuns Harley Race. Rogers follows that up with a hard punch, but Harley Race is not one to take a punch laying down. He comes back with a big knee to the gut of his own, and Rogers is stunned. Harley stays on him, and now it is Harley who catches the headlock. in the center of the ring. Both men pretty gassed. Whip to the ropes. Buddy's going to try for a flying head scissors. This is a choice C maneuver. He'll need 7 or lower to connect on that. And on a roll of 6, he catches the head scissors, takes Harley Race down. Race slow to get to his feet as Rogers is on him. And Rogers with another pile driver stuns Harley. Both men slowly getting to their feet. It's Buddy Rogers with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Harley. Rogers catches him with a big kick. Rogers follows that up with a jumping knee smash. Harley is staggered. Rogers now with another series of drop kicks. Race will not go down. Into the ropes again goes Harley. Off the ropes comes Harley with a roll of 9. That is a running back elbow by Buddy Rogers that puts Harley back onto the canvas. Another whip to the ropes. Harley coming off the ropes this time, and it is Harley with a flying shoulder tackle that takes Buddy Rogers down to the canvas. Harley now with a back suplex. Rogers leaving the ring yet again. Rogers doing better than expected on the arena floor, but this time it is Harley who wins the brawl on the arena floor with a slam onto the announcer's table. Buddy Rogers now hurting. Harley in control. They come back into the ring. Harley with a vertical suplex. He's going to go for the cover. The pin roll here is 5. And on a roll of 7, Buddy able to kick out. But Harley is back in control here. And Harley is going up for another death jump. Can he hit the diving headbutt? And on a roll of 11, he hits the diving headbutt. This is a +1 finisher. So the pin roll now is 7. And on a roll of 9, Rogers just got his left shoulder out of there. Rogers now showing all kinds of damage. Harley with a chance to take control. He's going up for a death jump yet again. And this time he will not be able to hit the flying headbutt. But on a roll of 6, it is Harley with another big elbow smash off the top turnbuckle. It puts Rogers back down onto the canvas. Now he's going for that shoulder breaker on 7 or lower. He is able to connect with that. And let's see, is that a 2 or a 3 on choice F? For the power, that is a 3. And so Buddy is down again. After that shoulder breaker, Buddy's still down. And now a vertical suplex, another finisher. The pin roll here is 7. And on a roll of 4, he got him. So Harley Race takes the second fall with the vertical suplex. And we are tied at 1 fall apiece. Let's see, Rogers would have taken a point of fatigue, so he stays at 6. Harley Race down to 2. He suffered very little damage in that second fall, as he was able to survive all of Rogers' agility attacks. The agility attacks may be losing some of their sting now as these men get deeper into this match. And now it is the third and final fall of this match: Harley Race versus Buddy Rogers. And it is Harley Race who wins the initiative roll for the third fall. And Harley coming out with a knee to the gut, and Rogers is hurt. Harley follows that up with a back suplex. Rogers still hurt. Harley taking control over his weakened foe with another Indian deathlock. Rogers writhing around on the ring, holding that knee. Finally able to get to the ropes. Harley stays on him. He goes for the forearm slug, and he nails the forearm slug. Rogers able to get to his feet, and he slaps Harley Race again. Rogers has very little left in the tank, but another slap from Buddy Rogers. He's playing some mind games now, and it is Buddy who comes in with a forearm uppercut. Again, Harley is not going to be fazed by that, and it is Harley with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Buddy Rogers. Harley catches him with a big knee to the gut, and Rogers slumps to his knees. And Harley back to the Indian deathlock. Again doing more damage, weakening Buddy Rogers. A falling knee drop. Rogers got out of the way of the falling knee drop. Rogers now in control. Rogers with a hard punch. Harley standing his ground. Rogers going to attempt that flying head scissors on a roll of 7 or lower. But on a roll of 7, he got him over and down. And Harley Race getting back to his feet slowly. Rogers on him. Rogers with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Harley Race, and on a roll of 7, Rogers caught him with a big kick. Rogers follows that up with a whip to the ropes. Harley coming off the ropes. And it's a running double clothesline, and both men are down. Why am I not surprised? These two men have worn each other out. Both men are down. Rogers first to his feet. Rogers with a chance to go for the figure four grapevine. The submission roll here, 8 or lower. Can he get him on a roll of 8 or lower? And on a roll of 2, he got him. And just like that, Buddy Rogers with the figure four grapevine. Just when he thought the odds were against him, Rogers with the figure four grapevine able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Race thought he had things under control. They came off the ropes. There was a big collision in the center of the ring. And that went to the running double clothesline roll on the ropes ratings. The wrestler with the better ropes rating recovers first. But in this case, it was the same ropes rating, and so Rogers was the wrestler on offense. He was the first to his feet. He locked in the figure four grapevine, and that was all she wrote. So after a very, very good match of the year candidate there, I have to say, as Harley Race losing to Buddy Rogers. Buddy Rogers, after a very long and intense rivalry, wins this 2 out of 3 falls match here in Cincinnati to take the Patriot Heavyweight Championship once and for all. So congratulations to Buddy Rogers. And now, fans, it is time for our world heavyweight or our world title matches here at Dawn of Destiny 2024. Your Heartland YouTube production event. Still got 12 folks in the chat room. Thank you all for hanging out. And Dave Gardner is here. Welcome, Dave Gardner. It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the shout out on the Digital Dice podcast this week. It is absolutely true that I mistakenly thought that I had been a supporting member of the Digital Dice podcast. I was not. Turns out I do support Ron on Twitch, which I've always been happy to do, and I never did change that over to a Digital Dice submission, but now I am a subscriber to both Digital Dice and the Retro Sports Network. Whew, got to catch a breath after that match, because we've got 2 more world title matches in store for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules are in effect. This match is for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers. These men come from the Atlantic Wrestling Federation, where they are currently your Atlantic Tag Team Champions. They come to the ring at a total combined weight of 458 pounds, accompanied by their manager, the one and only James E. Cornette. Collectively known as the Midnight Express, it is beautiful Bobby Eaton and Sweet Stan Lane. Eaton and Lane coming in for their opportunity to catch the World Tag Team Championship. But their opponents are your reigning and defending NWA World Tag Team Champions at a total combined weight of 441 pounds, collectively from Blackwell, Oklahoma. It's the Briscoe brothers, Jack and Jerry Briscoe. It should be noted that Jack Briscoe is still wrestling with a minor injury. Suffered at the hands of a match not long ago against Cactus Jack, as the Briscoe brothers are just off of a horrific feud with Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack. And Jack Briscoe just on the tail end of his injury. In fact, that injury set to expire on April the 3rd. But Jack still wrestling hurt. Had a laceration to the forehead inflicted by Cactus Jack. They did successfully defend against Tony Gurria and Larry Zbyszko, and now they have challengers of a very different ilk in the Midnight Express, under the watchful eye of James E. Cornette. And as we come together in the center of the ring, it will be Jerry Briscoe starting things off against Bobby Eaton in this match. And we go to the opening initiative roll, which is won by Beautiful Bobby. And Beautiful Bobby Eaton comes out with a headlock and a punch. Jerry Briscoe takes that punch and comes back for more. Bobby catches him in an armbar. Jerry Briscoe quickly reverses that. And Jerry comes back with a body slam, taking Bobby Eaton up, over, and down to the canvas hard. Both men scramble to their feet. They come together in the center of the ring. Briscoe tries for the single leg takedown. Bobby Eaton is able to block that. And it is Eaton who's going to go for a spinning neck breaker on a choice E maneuver, choice E. So he will need a roll of 7 or lower to hit that. And on a roll of 9, Jerry Briscoe is able to block the spinning neck breaker. And it is Jerry coming back and rolls Bobby over into a Boston Crab. And Bobby quickly grabs the bottom rope and scurries out of the ring. Eaton will have the advantage on the arena floor. But on a roll of 8, Jerry Briscoe is going to just wait him out. And Eaton will have to make that helpless crawl back into the squared circle where Jerry Briscoe is waiting. Jerry now comes at him with a lateral guillotine, trying for the cover. Eaton rolls through that and out, trying to get over to Lane to make a tag. Cannot get there. Jerry still in control. Jerry now going for the figure 4 leg lock. He's got him locked up. This is a +2 finisher. The submission roll here would be 5 or lower. And on a roll of 10, Eaton is able to work his way to the bottom rope. In comes Jack Briscoe for the first time. We're going to see a double team here. And on a roll of 9, that is a running forearm smash delivered by Jack Briscoe. And he is now in control against Bobby Eaton. Briscoe comes at him with a knee breaker. Eaton is down, not able to still make the tag. Briscoe comes back at him with another knee breaker. Eaton still staggered. And now it is not going to be a whip to the ropes. He's going to roll up and instead go for the jumping knee smash. But he is unable to connect on that. Because of the agility advantage enjoyed by Bobby Eaton, Eaton is able to duck out of the way of that. And Eaton, with a stinging right hand, just stuns Jerry Briscoe. Finally, Eaton able to make the tag to Sweet Stan Lane. Here comes Sweet Stan Lane. He is going to go for a power slam. Need to check the injury record here. Power is not effective for Jack Briscoe, so the power slam is not effective. And Jack Briscoe now has control with another knee breaker. Lane tries to get over and make the tag and is able to get there. And Bobby Eaton now back to the legal man in the ring. Eaton comes at him with a bulldog. That is a choice B maneuver. So he can either go with turnbuckle A or on the running bulldog. Choice B, turnbuckle or agility of -2 for a 6 or a turnbuckle A. He'll go for the 6 or lower. And on the roll of 8, Jack Briscoe able to get out of the way of that. And it is Briscoe who comes back with a big suplex that takes Bobby Eaton down to the canvas. Can Bobby make the tag? Yes, he can. And again, the Midnight Express avert danger with their frequent tags. Here comes Stan Lane in to do battle with Jack Briscoe, and a hair pull takedown. Jack Briscoe not very happy about that. Not able to make the tag as Lane stays in control. And Lane tries for a double arm suplex. That is a power move, and that ain't going to happen. Jack Briscoe takes over with another knee breaker, and Lane is hurt. Jack follows that up with a snapmare takeover, and Lane is down once again, and Lane able to make the tag, and Bobby Eaton coming back in. Boy, it is just hard to get an advantage on these Midnights the way they tag in and out. Here is a fist drop delivered by Bobby Eaton that stuns Jack Briscoe. Bobby follows that up with a divorce court, working the shoulder. And Briscoe is down and he is hurt. And now a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Jack Briscoe. And on a roll of 2, it's Jack Briscoe with a sunset flip going for the pin. The pin roll here is 4. And on a roll of 7, Eaton is able to kick out. Jack Briscoe now in control. And on a roll of 6, it's the figure 4 leg lock. The submission roll here, 7 or lower. Jim Cornette ain't about to let that happen. He's going for the distraction. But oh, on a roll of 11, the distraction is no good. That is unusual. Now Bobby Eaton may be forced to give it up on a roll of 7 or lower. And on a roll of 6, he got him. So Jack Briscoe, wrestling hurt, able to take the pinfall over beautiful Bobby Eaton by way of the figure 4 leg lock. Not the pinfall, but the submission. So the figure 4 leg lock spells the end of the night for beautiful Bobby, as Jack wins it with the figure 4. And Jim Cornette goes away pouting to mommy, as Jack and Jerry Briscoe have successfully retained the NWA World Tag Team Champions here in Cincinnati. As Al Red Sox fan has joined the channel. Welcome to you, my friend Al. Thank you for coming to check things out here this evening as we head now to your main event of the evening. And back in the Dave Cave once again. Didn't want to miss the main event. Sensational Sharon is back. And she is here just in time for the main event. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. As we try to get all the principles into place. Bobby the Brain Heenan seems to have gone into hiding after everything that happened to his man, Big John Studd. Oh, there's Bobby the Brain. Okay. We are ready for tonight's action. For your main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect. So both you boys better be on your best behavior now. Introducing first the challenger out of Silsbee, Texas. He stands at 6'4". He weighs 384 pounds. He is the winner of the 2024 Buckeye Bowl. This is Mark Henry. And his opponent is accompanied to the ring by the one and only Bobby the Brain Heenan. He is your reigning and defending NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He stands at 6'1". He weighs 243 pounds. From Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the one and only Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And indeed, here in the Dave Cave is an almost life-size portrait of the Nature Boy on the wall of the Dave Cave. Roddy Piper standing by at ringside in the event that Bobby Heenan gets out of control as these two men come to the center of the ring. Locking eyes. The fans in the arena are chanting for Mark Henry as they want to see the big guy defeat the Nature Boy and capture the World Heavyweight Championship. Main event here in Cincinnati. The opening initiative role is won by Mark Henry. And it is Henry who comes in with an attempted elbow smash. That is an agility move. And Ric Flair, obviously the more agile of these two men, comes back with a chop to the leg instead. Henry is staggered by that. And now Flair tries to catch him with the somersault knee drop. And Henry immediately goes down to the arena floor and out of the ring. And on a roll of 5, it is Henry who wins the battle on the arena floor. Believe it or not, Henry wins the battle on the arena floor with a body slam onto the arena floor. Will he be disqualified? No. Bobby the Brain Heenan beside himself with anxiety as Flair took that body slam on the floor. Henry now in control and back in the ring. It is a second rope splash coming up. This is a choice G maneuver. He can go for the death jump or he can go for the power move. He's going to go for the power move on 7 or lower. And on a roll of 3, he nails the splash off the second rope. And Ric Flair is down. Flair is down. Henry with a chance to do some more damage. Flair trying to get out of the ring. Henry not going to let that happen. And instead, it is Henry with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Ric Flair, and on a roll of 7, it is the bounce down and the coming off the other way. And oh, this time on a roll of 11. Ropes A11, the man with a better ropes rating, gets to his feet first, and that will be Ric Flair as they both hit the double clothesline. Flair now first to his feet, and Flair is going to try for a pin using the ropes. This is a 0 finisher. The pin roll here is 2, and on a roll of 6, Henry able to kick out of that one. As Rowdy Roddy Piper voicing his opinion at ringside. Would you believe Rowdy Roddy Piper has an opinion? Who'd have thunk it? And now Flair with a big suplex attempt. Hard to get Henry up and down, so he didn't get quite all of that one. As Flair comes back instead and pins Henry in the corner with some thunderous chops. Just chopping the life out of Mark Henry. He's going to go for a cover now as Henry collapses to the mat. Flair with his feet on the ropes. The pin roll here is 3, and on a roll of 7, Henry again able to kick out. Ric Flair is the dirtiest player of the game, and he's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve, even against a man nearly twice his size. And now he's going to go for that pin using the ropes again. On a roll of 4 or lower, Henry again kicks out. And Rowdy Roddy Piper now jawing at Ric Flair in the ring. As Flair is going to go for the knee clip. And that is a painful move, and that is going to put the first injury onto the knee of Mark Henry. Ric Flair has the ability to work the leg. And the more he works the leg, the more dangerous the figure 4 leg lock becomes. As now Flair with the first injury to the knee. Flair coming back in follow-up, going to try and drop the elbow. Hits Mark Henry across the chest with the elbow drop. Flair follows that up with another elbow drop. This time Henry getting to his feet. Flair gets to his feet quicker and just slaps Mark Henry across the face. Here we go again, another slap across the face. Mark Henry not feeling at all happy about that. As Flair comes at him, tries to get him over with a hip toss, and Mark Henry just blocks that with that 384 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal that is Mark Henry. And now it is Henry with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes the Nature Boy, and on a roll of 7, it is a big forearm slug by Henry that staggers Ric Flair. Henry coming back now with a backbreaker, taking Ric Flair down hard. Flair slowly getting to his feet. Henry's on him. Henry now with another whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Ric Flair, and on a roll of 7, again, it is another big forearm smash across the chest by Mark Henry. Flair staggering backwards, drops to his knees, putting his hands in the air, begging for mercy as Henry continues on the attack, pulling Flair to his feet and whipping him into the turnbuckle yet again. But oh, this time it is Henry trying a running clothesline. Ric Flair moves out of the way. Henry crashes into the turnbuckle. Flair goes for the pin. The pin roll here is 5 or lower, and on a roll of 7, Henry just kicked out. As Flair now is in control, and he is now going to go for another pin using the ropes. The pin roll here is 6 or lower, and on a roll of 10, Henry's still not falling for it. But Henry again forced to kick out. That cost him another point of fatigue, and Ric Flair has now got 5 points of fatigue onto Mark Henry. And Flair now is going for another suplex assortment. Again, hard to suplex a guy that big. He gets more of a rolling hip toss. Henry goes down. Flair stays on him. And Flair with another series of thunderous chops has Henry collapsing into the corner and gasping for breath. What's Flair going to do now? He attempts another suplex. And he is going to try for a pinfall here. The pin roll here 7 or lower. I think we are going to see a distraction from Rowdy Roddy Piper just because he can. And on a roll of 8, the distraction is not successful, as Heenan has waylaid Rowdy Roddy Piper. The pin roll here is 7. And on a roll of 8, Henry just got his foot over the rope. How about that? I thought it was curtains for Mark Henry there, but he stays in the match. And now Flair's going to go for that pin using the ropes again. The pin roll is 8, and finally on a roll of 7, he got him. Boy, I don't know how many times Ric Flair pulled that maneuver, but Ric Flair wins that match and barely broke a sweat doing it. So congratulations to the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, for successfully retaining the NWA World Heavyweight Championship here in tonight's main event in Cincinnati. As Salvador America says, Ric Flair is putting on a clinic. So thank you to everybody for checking things out tonight. Great night here in the Dave Cave, impromptu Sunday night broadcast. Couldn't quite get it done on Saturday, but had a wonderful weekend. Capped off by this great Heartland YouTube production event. Woo, says David Cheslinski. Welcome to the chat room, David. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. Once again, to recap, Ric Flair successfully retains the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Jack and Jerry Briscoe retain the World Tag Team Championships. Buddy Rogers, in the match of the night, gets a 2 out of 3 fall victory over Harley Race to retain the Patriot Heavyweight Championship. In the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship, it was Kevin Steen with a disqualification victory over Barry Windham, the champion. Windham keeps the belt, but they will meet again in a steel cage match to settle that one once and for all. Rowdy Roddy Piper beat Big John Studd to within an inch of his life in winning the weapons match. The Allure successfully defending the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship with a victory over Mercedes Martinez and Nicole Savoy. And in your opening matchup, it was Bobo Brazil capturing the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship with a big victory over Dusty Rhodes via the Bear Hug. So thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. Al Red Sox fan, JT 2.0, the greatest JT of all time. Salvador America, David Cheslinski, Dave Gardner, Carl Zilla, Scrolling, Dwayne Martz, D. Scott Howard, Frank Wayne Scott, Mark Ferguson, Pops Reviews, Frank Wayne Scott, Referee James Lawrence III, Jay Grogan, and Bear805. Thank you all for tuning in tonight for action from the Dave Cave. This is Dave Little. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next Saturday with more Heartland Championship Wrestling here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. And until then, this is Dave Little signing off from the Dave Cave. That's our stream, and I am out of here.